Welcome to Chiropad TV. This is Dr. Paul Bindell, President of Life Systems Software. It is with great pleasure that we provide you with this segment of our video training series for the ChiroSuite programs. This presentation deals with checking patients in and out. When a patient that has a scheduled appointment walks into your office, you simply point at their name, use the right mouse button, click on their name, and that brings up the little pop-up menu. Select Sign In by clicking on it, and that moves the patient's name from the left Scheduled column into the right In Office Signed In column. The patient goes inside, is treated by the doctor and the other therapists, and comes back to your desk. You then right-click on the patient's name again, and this brings up the checkout menu. You click on Checkout, and because the patient does not have an appointment scheduled, it brings you directly to the appointment scheduler to make sure that your staff gets them back in the office. You will note that today's date is circled in red. When you choose the date that you want to schedule the appointment, you click on that date, and that date is circled in blue. You would then choose the time that you want to schedule the patient for, point at that time, and double-click on it. If there is a discrepancy between what has been entered into the appointment scheduler from the previous visit and the doctor's notes from today's visit, the system will produce a warning that says that the Chiropad progress note does not match what you're trying to enter. Although you should check with the doctor in your own office, most of the time you want to prefer to use the progress note and would say yes to this question. When you look at this little scheduler screen, you will note the visit status at the top. This will have been entered in Chiropad by the doctor. If the doctor is using a tablet or larger computer, then this will appear real time, and it will show you the frequency of when the patient should be scheduled. It could be as simple as next Wednesday, or it could be as challenging as 3 times a week for the next 4 weeks. In the remarks area, you can type in anything that you need to remember for this patient's next visit. However, most offices do find that they do not need to make use of this remarks box. If for any reason you need to change the plan because the doctor has told you that he's going to do something different than what he entered in his notes, you would then be able to click into this box under Plan, click on the drop-down arrow, and then choose whatever the other services happen to be. In order to schedule multiple appointments, you would put check boxes in the days of the week for which you want those additional appointments scheduled. The frequency can be every week or every so often, depending upon your selection. You would then select the number of visits that this applies to. Let's say that this was 3 times a week for 2 weeks. You would select number 6 and then click on Create. All the visits are created at the same time, and then you would come to the little floppy disk icon in the upper right corner and click on it to save those changes. As part of the checkout process, the system will bring you directly to the new transaction screen. On this screen, you can push the button for all future appointments, and this allows you to see all the appointments that are scheduled for the patient and print out this document so that the patient can then have something to take home and place on their refrigerator or bulletin board, and they know they have the commitment to come back to your office. The services for today were entered automatically based upon the Chiropad plan. If there is a need to enter a discount, that would have been set up in the patient's financial area, and all you need to do is click on the red tag in order to enter that discount. This applies in this case because the patient has no insurance, is a self-pay patient, and may have discussed financial hardship arrangements with the doctor. Once you have completed your entries, all you need to do is click on the Save icon in the left corner of this screen, and the system saves the transaction and brings you right back to the front desk so that you are ready for the next patient. Thank you for watching this training video. Should you have additional questions that were not answered here, please contact support@chiropad.com or call us at 973-625-3716. We will do everything we can to make sure that you get the maximum benefit from using the ChiroSuite programs.